Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you two really cool military field phones, and these are Hamilton's telephones from California. And he has painted both of these telephones, and they're in the Battlestar Galactica theme. And so basically that's what they're going to be. And he's done a nice job. They look good. And he has the stickers for the Battlestar Galactica theme, and he has also the heat sink that would go on the handset. So he's going to take care of all that. And what we need to do is turn these both into working telephones. And so what he's got here first, we'll look at this TA1, and it's all original, it's all here basically. And so what we're going to be doing is removing this, but utilizing his original cord if we can, and installing a modular plug on this and make it the handset cord, the line cord. And then we have to go in and do some various things, but we have to change the voice transmitter and the receiver. We have to go in and see if his signal indicator is working, because when we set these telephones up to ring, we like to set them up to where everything is working and his indicator kicks into place, and hopefully all that will be intact and it's savable. But it's just a really nice telephone. And he's done a nice job on the paint. So basically, you know, some of the edges, you know, these were used. So when, you know, it gets used a little bit, it'll start getting that little wear marks on it. And so that will be real nice. And we'll get this one taken care of. Now we're going to do separate videos on each one of these telephones. Even though we're showing them together right now, we're going to do separate videos when we get started on both of them, and we'll do one of them at a time. Now this is the TA954, and we have to go in this handset and change everything too, because the transmitter and the receiver would not be the same impedance of what we need. And so he has a full handset here, and everything's looking good on that, and it has its plug, its original plug, that plugs into the TA954 base. So another thing that we probably want to do after we finish this telephone up is try to, now that it's painted, what they had here was a receive variable, and it said low and high for volume. And if you notice this little white paint here, usually that's illuminated paint. And we do have that paint, so what we're going to try to do is fill that in where it says low and high volume receiver. This is switches for the ring cycle, off and on, and ring, and then low, off, and high. So basically we're going to try to get that involved. Hamilton probably has all the rest of the stickers that go on there. We also want to make this LED here light when we get a signal or a ring cycle. You can turn off the mechanical ringer, because he says in his letter here he wants it just like it was in Battlestar Galactica. So in other words, he wants all the bells and whistles, he's saying. And so we're going to have the mechanical ringer that we install in these. We're going to have the light here, so we could actually turn off the mechanical ringer and still have his light flashing. So, you know, you're kind of like in silent mode. And I have the screws out of this telephone, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the cover off. If you've never seen the inside of one of these, move everything to the side here. And I want to flip this around. And so that's basically what this looks like on the inside. There's quite a bit to this telephone. And I I want to flip it around here so you can see the inside of the base. And all this will be removed. It's no longer any good for any kind of consumer use. And so basically we'll set this up, and there'll be a new board that we install and connect that up to the keypad, and then remove all of this PC board and power supply and everything. We don't need it. And then install our mechanical ringer and kind of go from there. Now we also want to install a modular port in this telephone, so Hamilton can simply walk up to this telephone and plug any line cord that he wants into it. So it's really going to be a cool situation. He's got it all painted, and it looks good, and I'm sure these are going to be turn out really nice. Now we get a lot of calls on these telephones. People are very interested in them, and people want to have them converted, and they just turn out to be a really nice situation. And we'll do separate videos on these as we start on them. And I'm not sure which one's going to be first. I kind of want to take a look at them, see what I want to do, and then we'll pick one of them. But we're going to put part of this video in that video, kind of showing the initial checkout of both of these telephones. Just very cool, unique military telephones, a TA1 and a TA954. And we'll do some future video as we get into them and start the conversion, and kind of show some of the progress as we move forward with these telephones. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. These are both Hamilton's telephones from California, and he's got a really nice set of telephones here. And, you know, anybody would want these, and they're just great items. And when they're associated with a Battlestar Galactica, that makes them that much more desirable. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.